What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. You see, I got Eric was the first one in here. Eric says, "Go Bucks!" Pulling up to Memorial Stadium to watch the Ohio State make Bloomington a satellite campus. Love to see it. OH, we in here. Ron, how's it going?
Good. How you feeling after last night? You had quite the show here on the channel.
That's why I was laughing because I read the first part of the show notes. I had skipped over that. I was just geeked. Nah, man, I'm good. I hope y'all had a good time last night. I certainly did. I did not expect the flurry of super chats like it happened.
Who was
But
sending all the super chats last night?
Isaac, don't play me. I might have said some other names last night, but Isaac, I appreciate you, man. Dev pulling up was a good time. No, I'm not hungover. I'm good. I only get hungover if I black out. If I don't black out, I'm good to go. Hey, let's do it again tonight.
I
What
mean,
are we
another
talking
15
about?
minutes you might have blacked out.
Nah, but I did pick a good drink to take shots of because it could have been worse. And unfortunately, my other drink had Bacardi, so that was not a safe haven in it. But yeah, no, last night was fun. Definitely appreciate Chris Drew pulling up, got those predictions for the season, and the whole point was, man, just have a good time, have a nice season kickoff. Ron helped us prepped and all that. So shout out to him and appreciate him coming through. Last night was a lot of fun. I hope y'all had a good time. And it's time for the season now. That was the season kickoff show. The season started. We had football last night. So everything is well. Ron, got anything before we get rolling?
No, I'm just glad that you were able to make it. You had a severe case of the giggles before we started the show. I had to pause for about 10 seconds to let Q compose himself. So I know he's a little bit hungover because I know that when you wake up a little bit drunk the next day and you're still laughing because you know you're still a little buzzed and it's like, I should be sober by this point, and I feel like Q got a little bit of that in him. So I think we have a good show in store for us today. But we had college football last night, Q.
We
I know
did.
you were pretty drunk after the show. Were
Oh
you
my
able
God.
to watch college football last night, or was the room spinning?
Don't let Ron cap for y'all. We talked for like 2 hours
And he
after the
was silly
show.
drunk, bro. We had a post game production meeting last night, and I'm texting the Locker Boy group chat like, y'all should see this boy Q in this post production meeting right now. That boy is smacked. Now, he was coming back down to earth by the end of the meeting, but you had a nice buzz coming out of that show, to say the least.
Well, I did have a nice buzz. I hit that midway point where I was like, I'm happy to be here. It's a good time. So, but yeah, I did get to watch Florida, Utah. By the time I turned on, we finished. Florida was clearly taking control. I think they just scored their second time.
Who?
So,
Who
I
was
mean,
clearly
Utah.
taking
My bad.
control?
Utah was taking
Okay.
control. Utah was in control, man. Yeah, Florida. No, Florida got obliterated. It was not even. It was not even competitive. Graham Mertz is who we thought he was. Missing easy passes. They were. It was bad, man. It was like I thought it was going to be a little more competitive. I understand last time, like it was in the swamp, and of course they get that, but without the swamp, it got rough really quickly.
Yeah, man. Did you see the player that tweeted out Little Ass Stadium during warm-ups?
I
And
did
now it's all
not,
over
but
the timeline right
yeah,
now.
he will never forget that tweet. More certainly.
Yeah,
Trust
man.
me.
We saw some Ohio State transfers out there for Florida. We saw others not play. I'm like, I think y'all are playing the wrong Ohio State transfer. We seen the artist formerly known as number 3. I don't like to disparage former Buckeyes too much, but when they go to other schools and look like mid, like they did at Ohio State, it needs to be called out. And he did not look great. And then the other quarterback, fuck, that I think should, or the other former Buckeye that should have been playing. I mean, could he have looked any worse than Graham Mertz? I tweeted out last night. I'm like, they keep saying Wisconsin transfer, and I'm like sitting around like Billy Napier was like, you know what? I had this quarterback transfer from Wisconsin, and I got one from Ohio State. I'm going to play the one from Wisconsin. I'm like, what? This nigga Jack
Man,
Miller looked good till he threw that pick to fucking Ryan Watson. Then it was a complete meltdown from there. But still, it couldn't have been much worse than the bullshit that we saw out there. And then, look, and I don't even want to get on Florida fans too much because everybody's like, where's all the Florida fans? Florida fans were talking crazy. I'm like, really? I don't think Florida fans were talking that crazy this offseason. They did tell some lies. Like, bro, they told me big lies about Trevor Etienne. I thought he was going to go crazy last night. Look regular to me. Like I didn't see nothing great. I don't know, man. I didn't see anything impressive from that game. Maybe they should invite Utah to the SEC, and that was like my other fucking takeaway. Like you hear these SEC fans, like where were the Arkansas fans with no championships in the last 70 years, screaming about how tough their schedule is and how the gauntlet that the SEC is. They just lost to a fucking Pac-4 school with their backup quarterback, with walk-ons playing, and they're missing best defensive lineman, their top tight end. Like, I mean, it wasn't like it was just like, this Pac-4 school came in and packed you up. You lost to a depleted Pac-4
Yeah.
school. So, like, I don't know if Florida should look at conference realignment. I don't know if fucking SEC fans need to look themselves in the mirror and, like, tell themselves that they lied. But, like, I hear SEC, man, fucking put Florida on our schedule, bro. Cupcake.
Yeah, put them in there every year. I mean, that was pretty bad. And two, like I think either you or Chris asked me last night was name a player on Utah besides Cam Rising. I was like, I don't know. I have no idea, but whoever they were, they came to play. I'll tell you that much. So yeah,
Yeah.
not quite a
I
great
watched
win.
the game last night, and I still don't know if I still couldn't name a fucking player.
Yeah, I couldn't, but they they were going off. That's all I know. So, moving on to the Nebraska Minnesota game, Big Ten. I did not watch this one, so I cannot weigh in. But
Hey, Chris Drew, fucking, if you want the link, shoot me a text because you got sins to answer for. Everybody tune into Menace and see Chris Drew try to spin that Just Sins fucking comparison, bro. I was in the group chat talking about, bro, when you're at a tailgate at a game and someone has a football there and it little breaks out into a little 4-on-4 match and people are playing a game of 7-on-7 in the parking lot and you see some 45-year-old man throw the most disgusting interception of your life. That's what Jeff Sims looked like last night. Like
uh,
this man was literally just throwing them directly to the other team. That last interception was fucking despicable. Like it was one of the worst interceptions that I ever seen. And he sold like, bro, there's 50 seconds left. Like, nigga, get sacked. It was like, why did you throw it to the other team? Like, you really sold. It was tied. Like, I don't know. It was one of like the like if I'm Ronnie 2K, bro, I'm taking bro's awareness down to a 32 on the new NCAA because that shit was fucking terrible. I don't know what the fuck that was. And yeah, man, Big Ten football is back. I was super excited to see the screenshots like of a 3-0 score at halftime. And I'm like, oh, fall is here. Like Big Ten football,
oh
no
yeah,
one scoring, just a stalemate of not being athletic, and I love it. So
all they were missing was a blizzard.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's a little early for that. Don't wish that negativity on me, Mr. Arizona. But I think overall it was a nice return to football, despite Chris Drew's boys selling. It,
Yeah, man. Well, Chris will have to answer for that on his show, but certainly happy to have football back in general, man. We waited so long, the season's kicked off, so super excited and ready to get rolling, man. We got one more day till we play. We got the battle, excuse me, the battle of the Miami's tonight. What's your prediction on the
the
battle of
battle for
Miami?
the real Miami. The prediction is these niggas better win because I will be on their head top for the rest of their life, bro. I will have a joke, a video, and a meme ready every day for the fucking rest of my life if Miami of Ohio beats the Hurricanes today.
Bro, if
Like,
they
I mean,
do,
I'm absolutely watching that. I'm watching that game tonight for sure.
if they do, we got to get Gmo on the Saturday morning show.
Bro, we're gonna have to put out an Amber Alert to find them, bro, because you go missing if they lose.
Oh man, oh
I
yeah,
mean, Gmo's an Ohio native, though, so you know what I mean. He might be pulling for the other Miami secretly. You
yeah,
can never
see,
keep up with who his team actually is.
oh man, no, most definitely I'm finding Canes unfiltered, but we definitely got to watch that game. Should at least be interesting. I feel like Miami can blow one, so should be interesting to say the least at the start. Yeah, man. So got 35 people in here. Make sure y'all like the video. Appreciate y'all pulling up. One game, one day until Ohio State plays. Cannot wait. So we're gonna jump into expectations for the game. But before we do that, let y'all know again, morning shows tomorrow, 10 a.m. Ron will be on Bleacher Report following the game, giving his immediate thoughts. So make sure you tune into that. Get the Bleacher Report app if you have not. And Sunday, Buckeye BS. So got all those things. We rolling for the week. We chasing 5K, man. 5K by the end of Sunday. That's our
I want to
goal.
talk crazy to people. Get us to 5K so we can really start talking crazy.
Oh, facts. Appreciate y'all again. So, Ron, expectations for the game. I will ask you, start with quarterback rotation, and chat, let me know. What are your expectations for quarterback rotation in the first game?
Ryan Day said meaningful minutes for both of them, so I'm hoping it's not every other drive, but it's something close to that. Like I want a comparable sample for both of them while they're competing out there. So I'm hoping maybe 2 drives each or 3 drives each, and then go back. Like my most ideal way would be let it play out as a competition during the game. 3 drives for Kyle, 3 drives for Devin, and then go back and forth until you have a better person. Let the pressure sit on them. I know everybody goes, "Oh, it's not ideal. It's not fair to the starter." I like the adversity. Make it unfair. Make them uncomfortable. See how they respond, and see if we can get an answer to this quarterback battle by the end of this game. But I'm really excited to see how these guys answer the test of adversity. You know what I mean? This is a conference game on the road. First time. Well, I mean, Kyle has a start, but fuck, it was 2 years ago. So I'm really excited. I hope it's a pretty even rotation, and I'm excited to see how they compare against a different team.
Yeah. Now, Sue was asking what's the line on the Miami game, so I wanted to check that real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, get the line
You
on
go
this.
ahead, and I'll find it.
Okay. My expectations for quarterback rotation. I agree with you, Ron. We're gonna do this flippity floppity quarterback situation. I would say give them, 3 to 4 drives and let it roll from there. Obviously, you get a couple drives in a row, just keep your rhythm, things like that. And I think you'll get the best you can possibly have with this, rotational quarterback situation. So I tend to agree. I think there, I mean, yeah, the pressure is on. I don't like guys looking over their shoulders, but it is what it is at this point. So yeah, let's see what they're made of. Let's see
I
what
mean, do you
adversity
think
does.
looking over your shoulder is much more pressure than what's going to be asked of them to win a national championship? Do you not think like that? Like, might be necessary. No.
It's a little bit like I feel like the looking over your shoulder pressure and the actual game pressure is a little bit different. And I'll say this, like when it comes to winning time, you're just really worried about making plays. And then you're not really worried about making big time mistakes. You just want to go out there, play loose, and make plays. And even if you make a mistake, you're like, that's okay. I'll get it back. With looking over your shoulder, it's like, I threw a pick. I haven't started the game out well. What's his name? Whoever I'm competing with is playing well. Like it's a little bit of a different type of pressure role, in my opinion, as I would feel. So I wouldn't really compare it. I mean, yeah, the pressure will be more insurmountable when you're trying to win championship. You'll feel more pressure in that game, but I just feel like it brings out two different sides. So that is why I say I don't want the looking over your shoulder pressure because I don't feel like all pressure is the same. But yeah, like I said, that's how they'll roll. Hopefully, some guy will come out and that'll be the adversity he needs to really turn it on and create some separation because obviously the separation hasn't been good enough to this point. So yeah, I'm with you.
Do you
That's how
think
I would
someone
roll.
will separate? Like, how
See,
frustrated
this
will you
is
be if you get out there and you're like, I don't know.
like my thing is, and we talked about how these first 3 games, like we're not really playing tough competition. That is my fear. My fear is that both guys continuously look good to do these 3 games because no defense should be better than the Ohio State defense in these first 3 games. Like the defense you play all through camp that was flying bullets at you should be a lot better than the defenses we play. So if both guys generally look good or not that inseparable, I'm gonna be like, well, the competition isn't great. Like you don't have to do something crazy, you know, to beat Indiana. You got to do is Marvin's gonna get open, just give him the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not gonna be hard to differentiate. And then we got Notre Dame, where yeah, Bulls are gonna be flying for real, but that's your first time going against real defense, and then that's where we would probably see some separation. But I don't, the battle's not gonna go through then. So that is my worry a little bit that it's not great competition early on.
Yeah. It's definitely not great competition, but I mean, it is an increase in risk. They're gonna be getting hit, so
Yeah.
it's a lot different than having that black jersey on, especially. they're not going to be friendly. They're going to be trying to fucking hit you hard.
I mean, this is the situation we're in. Ryan Day's calling the shot, so roll with it. Hopefully, that'll add some element and it'll guys separate because somebody needs to, and obviously the pressure's on them. So, hey, you want the job? Go take it. So that's where we stand at this point with the QB rotation because they won't call me and ask me my opinion. So that's that's the situation we're at. But yeah, man. So let's roll on. Talked about running back slash show. Want to know how much do you think Trey will play tomorrow?
Um, I think that's something super interesting to watch. Like, I don't. Is this going to be like a Travion versus Tulsa game where Travion almost runs for 300 yards? Like, I'm interested to see how they treat Trey this season. Is he a guy that they're going to let chase stats and be the RB1, like your traditional, and not rotate as much as they have in the past and really let Trey be that feature back? Or are they going to use a healthy mix and just try to have super balanced rushing attack? So I honestly don't know, and that's something that I'm super excited to keep an eye on. Like, is Trey going to be running up stats, chasing records this year, or is it going to be a super balanced running back attack where we really showcase how deep this room truly is?
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think Trey and Wayne said it in the chat. I think Trey will at least play a half. I think they will let him ride and really be this RB1 in this room. My question to you, I had a second thought. I'm like, who's gonna establish themselves as RB2? Do you think somebody else is gonna pop in this game besides Trey?
I don't know about pop in this game. I think possibly, and if it is, I think it'll be someone in the running back 3 through 5 range, whether it be Chip or Dallin. I don't think anyone's jumping mine. I think they know what they're getting from mine and they like that, and he's going to stay in that number 2 role because I feel like the one thing everybody goes, well, if you put, other than running hard, if you put all of mine's skill sets against every other back in the room, there's someone that does one of those things better. But I think the one thing that mine really provides is that tough running. Like, mine gets hit in the backfield, he's at least getting back to the line of scrimmage. Like, he's one of those fight for 3 yard type of backs where sometimes you'll see Trey get dancy or try to bounce things outside and either get caught in the backfield or run right back into the line of scrimmage. So I think one thing about mine is he's going to keep us on schedule, and I think they really value that. And having him as that safety net at 2, I don't really think anyone's passing him just because they're so comfortable with his ability to keep them on schedule.
Yeah, and Ron, I've asked you, this is breaking news, and somebody threw it in the chat. It's no longer the Pac 4, it is now the Pac 2 as the ACC officially invites Stanford, Cal, and SMU to expand the conference. So, how tough is the Pac 2 now?
So what do we got? Utah and who else?
Now Utah's gone. They're to the Big 12. It's Oregon State and I'm missing one. Oregon State and who's left? It's Oregon State because they're probably going power,
I
non
don't even
power.
know who's left,
I
bro.
don't
They're
know
gonna
who's
well,
left.
shout out to them, and those gonna be a huge get for the fucking Mountain West. So shout out to the Mountain West Conference on acquiring the Pac-2. I think they're gonna do big things, but we'll see what happens there.
Oh man, but yeah, I had the running backs. No, you make an excellent point. I also like Mine's vision as well. I think he has really good vision, really good cutback ability as well. So he is a good back overall. My prediction a couple weeks ago was Evan Pryor, if healthy. I think that dude has the potential to possibly jump him, but I don't know. It doesn't sound like he's ready yet. Is what because he said Evan might play. So it sounds more of a health thing than how well he's been playing at practice. So um I would say I think if somebody has a chance to pop other than Trey, I think it will be Dallin. I think I'll ride with Dallin. I think he's going to get a bulk of the carries in the second half. I think we'll have a chance to pop. He'll be like, "Dang, we got to get this guy, some more carries." So that would be my prediction. But we got 45 people in here. Make sure y'all like the video. Hey, if you got your heart for the Pack 2, don't like the video.
Man,
And
smash
nobody
no,
does.
fuck that. If you think the Buckeyes are gonna win tomorrow, like that video. Like,
If you're a
I'm
fan of the
trying to
Pack
get
2, don't like the video. Because no
I'm
one
trying to
cares.
get
But
action
everybody
out
just
here,
like the
not
video.
promote inaction.
Oh man. So Another question. Wide receivers. Obviously, no got Marv, Mecca, all the dudes, but freshman receivers. Will any freshman receivers catch a touchdown tomorrow?
If your sportsbook has player touchdown props for college football, go bet Carnell Tate for a touchdown on Saturday. Like, I think that's the easiest money that you could win this Saturday. Carnell Tate will find a way into the end zone on Saturday.
Yeah. And it's Washington State. That's who's left. Oregon State and Washington State. So they found it. Appreciate you, Charles and Sue. Yeah, I'm thinking that for some odd reason, I think Noah Rogers is going to get a touchdown tomorrow. He's just walking playmaker, man. He honestly reminds me of like myself. Just makes plays, flying around the room, tough catches. Thing. Anyway, let me elaborate more. But no, I think Noah Rogers is going to have a touchdown tomorrow. Definitely think he's going to find a way into the end zone. And honestly, can we get, a Mecca out in the first half at punt return and throw Noah Rogers back there or somebody else? Can we see somebody else at punt return as well?
I had
So,
to leave the stream while you were talking stupid.
but
It's
no,
like,
I think Noah
oh,
Rogers.
we're doing this.
Yeah, it's Friday. We're lying. We're doing this. Yeah, I think that's another one to watch out for as far as having a touchdown. I can just feel it. Yeah.
That's excellent analysis. I could feel it.
And let me ask. I don't think we have this in the notes. Our guy Easy asked, "Are we cool with a Mecca returning punts?" Throw that in there, Ron. Are you cool with it? You were the Parker Fleming guy. What do you think?
I don't love it, but it could be worse. So I'm gonna let it go. I don't love XJ returning kicks, and I say that, and I think XJ could still crib something and return a touchdown from a kickoff this year, but I still don't think he's the best choice, even if he does it. So don't go ahead and clip this up when he runs back a kick and be like, Ron said he shouldn't be returning kicks. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I don't think he's the best choice. So if he does score a touchdown, I'm going to say 4 other guys could have done it too.
Yeah, I was Ballard for kicks, and I was probably either Lorenzo Styles for punt or Noah Rogers. One of those two is probably where I would go for punt return. I just don't think it's worth risking a Mecca's health on punt return. I understand you got to put dynamic play
Because he's going to be back there fair catching shit mostly.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, when you have if Dev was the only guy, it's like, all right, we need a dynamic punt returner, but it's not. So many choices of guys that can go return punts and be good or solid and have a chance to pop one. So yeah, I'm just not with it. So moving on, we have defense, but first let me check the chat, make sure. I think they had some questions in there. Oh, somebody said, Jay said Cade will have a good game. Cade Stover, 2 TDs tomorrow. Book it now.
Who said that? Who said that? So I can put them in timeout. What's the
Will not
name?
mention who said it.
Oh
What is
my
your
God,
score
Gojo,
prediction?
that's my God
Yeah,
too. Jeez.
we'll say a score prediction for the end, but we do have it marked. I know you did ask that. Let me see. Anything else we got in here? And yes, I've been on a Noah Rogers train since I seen his high school highlights. I was like, wow, this is the dude. Before the wide receiver class was even together, I'm like, that's the dude we gotta have. And that was before Ennis and Tate jumped in the class. So yeah, I'm big on the Noah Rogers train. All right, so let's talk defense. Who will finish? And also put your score predictions in the chat. Who will finish with the most sacks tomorrow?
Kenyatta Jackson.
Ooh, hot take.
Hot take. I think Jack and JTT get a lot of pressure. I think Kenyatta and Cade are going to get a lot of snaps. I'm hoping that they put this game away early. Like, I swear, if I have to get in a space at halftime and they're like, these niggas don't got a quarterback, I'm going to be pissed. Like, we have been trailing at halftime in the last 4 road games to start the season. So if that trend continues, tomorrow's going to be a fucking long day. Ooh, and look at Sue with the greatest comment in the chat. Tommy E with the most sacks tomorrow. I would love it. That would be a great start to the Heisman campaign. So that's someone that I'm going to keep an eye out for.
I was actually gonna surprise you, and Sue stole my thunder. I was gonna say Tommy Eichenberg
See,
finishes with the
people are
most
trying to
sacks.
get behind it. Like
Uh,
everybody knows how great it would be to bring a Heisman to Columbus. It's been a minute, and I think Tommy E's the guy to do it for us. But
I
part of the Heisman is the storyline. So we have to build this hype together to make it a reality.
This is exactly why I
We
shouldn't have
call
said
ourselves
Tommy
needle
E
movers. That's what we're doing.
to save us
Moving the
from this.
needle of the Heisman conversation.
I apologize, y'all. I should have just moved on and not to save us from this dialogue. But Tommy coming downhill, I think he'll get a couple sacks tomorrow early on, and I don't think anybody's gonna have more than two. So
Over
I will
under
go
8 tackles for loss tomorrow for Tommy E.
under. Under. Good lord. I mean, he doing all that, then damn, give him the Heisman for real, for real. Yeah, so I'll go Tommy. I think he's gonna get a couple early. I think a few guys will finish with one sack. I don't think anybody's going over two. And then they sometimes give half sacks. So I think Tommy will finish with two, and that's where I would go. For most sacks. Moving on, most interceptions tomorrow. Now, I'm preference this. I'll be happy if a cornerback gets any. That's for sure. But Ron, who finishes with the most interceptions tomorrow?
I'm going to go with a crazy off the fucking board. It's totally out of character answer here.
All
Hear me
right,
out.
listen.
Cam Martinez has an interception tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Kevin Martinez trade.
Yeah, and like I don't even expect him to play much. I feel like he's gonna do something crazy to piss everyone off at the end of the game and out there look like fucking Darrell Revis in the fourth quarter. So I think if I don't know if our starters get one, but I definitely feel like our backups, like once our full second string defense is in there, I think they get a pick.
Yeah, I think the second string will play a lot. And do you know who I think will get a pick tomorrow?
Oh my god, my guess would be Jordan Hancock if this nigga's going in the first round, like you say so.
It's not. No, I never said first round. Not holding me to that. I think Josh Proctor gets an interception tomorrow.
I would be
I think
happy
he
for him.
rotation. I
Like
think he does.
I thought that there were going to be big things for Proctor in that 2021 season and he broke his leg. Like honestly, the one good thing about this free safety battle is like as much as I'm a huge Malik Hartford guy and that's who I want to see out there playing, I will be happy for anyone that wins that job. I think Proctor is capable. I think Jahad Carter is capable. I think Blake Hartford is capable. It's going to be interesting to watch them battle it out. But yeah, I hope all of them do well. And if I saw Josh Proctor interception tomorrow, that would be a hype way to start the season for someone that has stuck it out all of these years for his opportunity here at Ohio State.
I got another bold one for you. I think we get an interception from a player who is not in the secondary,
Tommy Eichenberg?
not counting Sonny Styles. So I think either it will be Sonny Styles coming down in the box, or it's going to be a linebacker or defensive lineman who gets an interception tomorrow. I'll go one. Tip pass, something like that. I think one of them
Two
will get
sacks, 5
Oh
TFLs,
my
and 2 interceptions for
He's
Tommy,
not the only
and
linebacker
one
on the team.
and one punt return for a touchdown.
I swear, if he does anything remotely close to that, I will buy a Tommy Eichenberg jersey this weekend and wear it all next week. Anything
That's gonna be the
remotely
new
close.
official uniform of BDMG. We're all just gonna wear Tommy Eichenberg jerseys to really get the Heisman campaign going.
I promise you. Wayne, is that JTT for interception? Is that what you saying? That'd be a bold one, man. I think so. I think a non-secondary player outside of Sonny Styles will get a pick. Oh man, so that's my bold take for tomorrow. Okay, so moving on
Let's
to the
get
defense.
this video to 35 likes for Tommy Eichenberg. Let's run these likes up. There's 50 people in here. It's the first official start of the Heisman campaign. 35 likes on this video.
All right, you heard it from Wayne first. Play the props. JTT with a pick tomorrow. I'm sure it's got to be plus 600-700. Something
Parlay
like
that with Carnell Tate touchdown.
Oh, shit. Hey,
I live
we
in
all
one of
going
those
today.
states where you can't bet on college football props. You can just bet on the game. So anyone that has college football props in their state, go ahead and throw $5 on that one for me.
Okay. All right, Chad. This is my next question for you, Ron. Will you be able to judge Jim Knowles' play calling off the game tomorrow and say,
I
okay,
mean, if niggas
one
is
time.
breaking long runs, like, bro, what's the over under explosive plays before you're ready to get on coach and start firing motherfuckers? Like, if I see more than 2 explosive plays, I feel like we still have an issue. I would love to see a nice sound game called by Jim Knowles where we're not giving up explosive plays. Like if we're forcing field goals or like dragging out long drives, I just don't want to see the big play. And that's basically going to be my basis for the judgment of Jim Knowles. Can you prevent the big play against Indiana?
I think it's gonna be a little complicated. Like I would have been with you. I would have put it at 2.5 explosive plays because a couple is gonna happen regardless. It's a game and the backups come in and all that. And I wouldn't mind if like backups come in and those guys make a mistake because I just want to see them get playing time. I think with the starting defense, I would like to see it pretty locked down. Indiana doesn't have any weapons. We did their team preview and was like, hell, there is no team. So it was pretty rough over there. So from that starting defense, from your starting rotation, I would love to see under one or under explosive plays. Maybe one mistake goes, but outside of that, and then when the backups get in, it is what it is. So I would do that. I would go with that, and I don't think we'll be able. Honestly, I don't think we'll be able to judge Jim Knowles until we get into probably Penn State, Michigan. I think even Notre Dame, Sam Hartman, but they don't have really good outside weapons. They don't have really good team speed on the outside, so I don't think they're going to threaten us enough
Watch
to do harm,
watch it. You're gonna fire up. You're gonna have Notre Dame fans just popping up in the
bro.
chat here if you talk about their team speed as if we didn't watch that Navy game.
They're already on my Twitter, so it can't really be much worse. I'll share them with y'all and get them in here so they can annoy y'all like they do me. But yeah, so that's where I would go. I don't think this defense really gets challenged. And that's unfortunate because it's like last season we got the best defense in the country. No, we don't. So hopefully, hopefully later we do find out that this top 10 defense is really a top 10
What they
defense.
meant to say was best defender in the country. They were talking about Tommy.
But
You
it
couldn't
ain't
do it all
working.
last year.
I thought that dude. I walked into that Michigan game like, man, we about to shut them down. And for the most part, they did, but they gave them some explosive plays and it did not look good at the end.
So
So
over under 2.5, bro.
even with the backups, um, I'm gonna say over,
Oh my.
but late in the game,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to
say
bubble
over.
wrap my TV if you think we're giving up more than 2.5
This is my
explosive
thing.
plays, bro.
When the starters are in, I think we'll give up like one. Somebody will make a mistake, something that always happens. Once the backups come in, we might give out like one or two. So, I mean, late in the game, we're
Our
up
backups should
80.
be starting at Indiana.
I mean, they're gonna make mistakes. It's just it always happens. So I would say probably like three. So I would go the over, but I don't think the last two will matter or we will care because we'll be up by 40.
Interesting. I'm gonna see how that factors into your score prediction here when we get to it.
Okay.
Um, so player you're most excited to see. It's been a long, long wait for football. We're finally gonna get to watch the Buckeyes. Who are you excited to see out there?
Um, I'm gonna cheat this question because I have probably multiple. I'm gonna ask the chat though. Chat, give me the two players you're most excited to see. Give me the two.
I'm gonna go
Um,
off board for this one. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
but
since you said two, I'm gonna go something super unique. Tom McCord and Devin Brown. Really excited to see how those guys play.
I'm gonna shoot you in the foot, man. Outside of quarterback, good lord. I always have purposes. Outside of quarterback, we get that.
I
Two
want to
players
see
I'm
the
most
Ohio
excited.
guys. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm done cutting you off.
All right. I'm gonna
Wait, one more
go.
time.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm fucking with you.
Give me I have to say CJ Hicks, man. We have not seen him play a single snap at Ohio State. And if he had played some last season, I would have changed my answer. But I want to see if CJ Hicks can actually play football because they've been hiding him for 2 years. So CJ Hicks is one. Definitely want to see him on the field early. Not gonna go Sonny Styles because we got to see him. We know he can ball. Second, I'm G Scott. Give me G Scott. I'm excited to see G Scott actually get a role in this defense. It was between G Scott and Joe Royer, so you can combine them as one. But these two tight ends, I am very excited to see if we get a different look at tight end. So I want to see G Scott go out there. I want to see him actually have a chance to make plays and see what he can do, man. He's been hiding for a couple years and then a little bit last season, so this is his time. So
He definitely made an appearance last year.
he did. Let's not do what we did last year, just headbutt people for sport. So those are my two.
My two are gonna be, I think, Travion Henderson. I am so excited to see what a healthy Trey looks like. Do we see the quote unquote vision issues, or was it really all injury last year? So is he able to hit that hole? Is he able to make those explosive plays that we saw as a freshman? So I'm super excited to see a healthy Travion Henderson. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, not going to be super predictable and say Tommy Eichenberg, but I am going to be pretty predictable. Malik Hartford, let's be the fuck for real. Like they said, this kid put on 20 pounds during the off season. They talk about his football IQ, his ability to fly around out there, his understanding of the defense. I want to see if the hype is real. Zach Bourne was saying it's the best freshman defensive back he's ever seen at Ohio State. I was going to go super Homer Ohio and say I want to see Jermaine Matthews and Malik Hartford, but I decided to say put Trey in there. But like I am really on this bandwagon of the state of Ohio is going to bring BIA back, and I think there's so many talented kids in the pipeline, on the roster, in the two deep from the state of Ohio in that secondary that are going to fucking ball out. So I'm hoping that comes to fruition this year and we actually get to see these kids from Ohio bring back that BIA standard.
Yeah, and the chat weighed in a lot here. GOJ says Kyle, who's he's most excited for. Wayne says CJ Hicks. I'm right with you. Charles Green says Sonny, and Sonny. Craig says Sonny Styles. JW finally fit the rule. Carnell Tate and Sonny Styles. He gave me two. Sue says Ransom and Styles. And Wayne says Noah Rogers. Jay says Jimmy, Josh, Mike Hall.
JJ Simmons, bro. That's his name.
JJ Simmons. Can we call him that without getting yelled at? I kind of rock with that. JJ.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you're Jimmy and Josh, bro, your new name's JJ, my guy. We're not even guessing. It's JJ Simmons.
Bro, hey, that sounds like a dog on the team. Like, yo, we got JJ Simmons. Y'all not beating us. Y'all not beating us.
JJ Simmons is gonna neutralize any edge in the Big Ten.
Y'all not beating us in the shoe. We got JJ. What you mean, JJ Simmons? Oh man. So hold on, I'm moving my notes. Okay, so no, they're still gone. Where'd they go?
Well, I'll jump in because I have the same notes.
Go ahead. They wouldn't show up.
Actually, I'm going to jump off the notes because I meant to type this and I didn't put it on there. Does Lincoln Keenholz play tomorrow?
Yes, I believe he does play, especially because the two quarterbacks in front of him have to play significant starting time. So I think they're going to want to.
Does he go out there and win the battle?
Lincoln Keenholz take QB1. Keenholz, the QB1.
We're gonna get the Keenholz police are gonna be in the comments because every time you call him Lincoln Keenholz, I'm glad you called him Keenholz because I get self-conscious every time I see the comment where someone comments every time Q says Keenholz and spells it phonetically to tell us his name is Lincoln Keenholz. So I'm glad that I just caught it there and realized that I'm not the one that's been saying it that way. So shout out to the Keenholz police in the comment section. I corrected Q. You don't have to. I got it.
We can self-correct. I do think we see Keenholz tomorrow. I think he will probably come in late third quarter. I think he'll get some time. Yeah. I think probably maybe we'll roll the starting competition to early third, but I think by that time he'll be in late third. That's my poll.
I think he comes in no earlier than the final 6 minutes of the game.
I mean, we ain't got nobody else, and the first two quarterbacks have to play and have to play significantly early.
I think they're going to play for a while.
Do you think they're really risking a starter late in the third quarter or a potential starter?
Do you think we're going to be up that much that you're putting in a true freshman that just got here in the summer?
I mean, bro, We be beating team like this Indiana level teams
I
we play
gave the
them.
stat
We
earlier.
we
We've
we
been
beat
losing
them
at
by like
halftime the
40 at
last
half.
4 times we started the season on the road.
I mean, yeah, but also those were better teams. Like this Indiana team
How
is
much better was
bad, man.
Minnesota?
Minnesota was decent at least, like fairly
See,
decent.
they had Mo Ibrahim, but then he got hurt, and
Yeah,
Penn State's current third string running back was tearing us up.
yeah. We also had the Kerry Combs experiment, so that as well. So yeah, no.
So, I mean, that leads us into our next question. Do the Buckeyes cover?
Oh, mine was it -30 now? -30.
Minus 30 and a
It
half.
it
Yes.
went up. It was -28. Chat, let me know. Do we cover? Give me a yay or give me a nay.
We actually have
I'm
a poll going in the chat asking that very question.
Yeah, yeah. So let me know. Do we cover? Imma say yes. Imma say yes, we do cover. 30 is a little steep, but I think we do. I think it's gonna be more for Indiana just not being able to score. And I don't think we'll be putting up points like we did with CJ at quarterback, especially early on. But I think we do cover. I would love for a defensive touchdown and definitely some turnovers. So that would be nice to see. I think we do cover. I know Day is he's gonna put on his Dean Smith hat late in the third, but I think the first half is gonna be a blitzkrieg. I think the talent of this team is really gonna show. I think there's gonna be a lot of 3 and outs for Indiana, and these guys will get significant playing time and time to go out and make plays. And obviously, too, when you start subbing out Marvin, them, this freshman receiver class is gonna go eat. I feel so. Yeah, the running backs are deep, so no matter who's getting the ball, it's not like, oh, well, we're not gonna score with him, and it's like, oh shit, like this dude's contending for playing time. So I think we do cover. I think we do.
I think 30 is a really big line.
It is.
It's on the road, it's a conference opponent, and we have a quarterback battle going on. Like, I am like slowly preparing myself for the fuckery tomorrow.
Vegas
Like,
knows. They always know.
like I've been so like hyped for this game, and like I'm honestly starting to get nervous because it's like, all right, we're one day away from the game. What nonsense could happen? I'm trying not to get myself amped up. We're gonna go out there and beat them by 30, because if we go out there and fucking start slow, bro, we start shaking shit off the walls.
See, now you're gonna call me a homer per usual. If it was Maryland, I would be
Oh
worried.
my god,
If
here we go,
it was
Franklin.
a
Let's
mid
hear it,
if
bro.
it was a mid-tier, I would be worried because
Bro,
it's a little.
Maryland's offensive coordinator is Josh fucking
Okay,
Gaddis,
we're
bro.
telling lies here. Josh Guys will not be calling plays for their offense. They just gave that man a job so he can support his family. Let's stop right there. Josh Guys will not be calling plays in Maryland. What they learned in the spring game that it's not going to happen. So let's just cancel that. I
That
think
spring game looked like the first half of Nebraska,
like
Minnesota.
yeah, like watching paint dry is what I was told. So we know that offense will be fine. But because Indiana's so low tier, I think even with the nerves, the jitters early in the season, this team's coming out with a lot to prove. I think it's a blitzkrieg very early on.
How many more snaps do you think Julian Fleming has than Jaden Ballard tomorrow?
That's a good question. Did you covering? Did you say yay we cover or nay we cover? Oh, you didn't answer. Yeah. Which one is it, man?
I
Which
didn't
one?
answer.
Yeah, I was
I don't
like,
think
I don't know if I got an answer out of you.
I don't think we cover.
You don't think we cover finish. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, we'll get to our score predictions later and we'll see where you're at and how close we were to covering. Honestly, I think Jaden Ballard will get more snaps just because, man, everything is like, I don't think the starters are going to get crazy amount of snaps here. I think they'll get some, but I think Jaden Ballard will get more just because they're going to want to see what he can do. They know what Julian does at this point, and he will play later into the game. So I think Jaden Ballard does get more snaps, and we finally get to see what he's capable of.
That would be dope to see. I think that that element of speed is something that's been missing from this offense.
It is too fast to play here.
Too fast to play here. So I mean, we do have a couple more questions, but I mean, we're here at the cover. Let's give the score prediction now.
Okay, score prediction. I am going to go. I'm gonna go 56-10. That's where I'll go. 56-10.
See, maybe I don't know. I'm way more conservative going into this game because I just do not know what to expect with this rotation, how the play calling is going to go. I have us winning 35-13.
Hmm. I
I
could
mean,
tell a lot more lies.
that's still five touchdowns. So I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Travion Henderson has 2 touchdowns. One of the quarterbacks has 2. Another one has 1. See how it goes. But I don't know. Maybe they run the score up in the second half. But I'm gonna play it conservative here and say they don't cover 35-13.
We got some score prediction. I go with that. I just think I
Oh,
don't
and
think
drop your score prediction in the chat. I'll go back through and write all of these down. And if someone predicts the score exactly right and the correct winner, Q will shave both eyebrows on
I
Buckeye
knew
BS
something was
on
coming.
Sunday. So
It's like Rod's not
go
giving
ahead
up
and drop
anything.
those
So we're
score predictions in the chat, and I will make note of those because if someone guesses it perfect, we're gonna get ourselves a Dollar Shave Club sponsorship
oh my
and
god.
shave both accused eyebrows. With as much as we talk about shaving eyebrows on this show, we should absolutely have a sponsorship with some sort of razor company. Dollar Shave Club,
That is
Bevel,
true.
one of y'all need to get in touch so we can get Q's eyebrows lined up, and
That's
we'll be ready to sell them razors.
that is actually a good idea. We'll write down the score predictions, and we're not shaving no eyebrows, but maybe
I
we'll
bro,
take.
I'm so deep down this rabbit hole last night. I'm like, how do you fake shave your eyebrow off?
Oh
Like,
my
how
god.
long does it take for eyebrows to grow back? Because look, I mean, I keep the hat pretty low, as noted. Like, your boy don't be going places too much. Like, I work from home. Like, I might be able to sacrifice an eyebrow, but boys are gonna have to come correct with that bag for me to fucking shave an eyebrow. Like, I need to take a week off from work if I'm losing an eyebrow. So keep that in mind. But Q's eyebrows are much cheaper. If you're able to guess that score prediction, we're shaving them without a fucking sponsorship. So
How did
make
we
sure
get
you
to
drop
that
those.
price so much cheaper?
Make sure
when,
you
when,
drop them score predictions.
when I don't work from home anymore? How did they get cheaper if I actually got to
Right now at all.
start working a couple weeks? I gotta move all the way across the country and then go into
You're
the
full.
office a few
You're
days a
full
week.
time. Bro. You got a nose ring, bro. They're gonna be like, look at this guy. I got a nose ring and one
First,
eyebrow. What is
first
he?
of
What's
all,
this guy do in his spare
yes,
time?
yes. I gotta go get my nose ring swapped out just for work. So that's already gotta go. Yeah, but that's a good idea. Actually, I was thinking
Yeah, shaving your eyebrows is a great
off
idea.
off of that all that super chat money that my liver put on for us last night.
Who gave you all that money last night? How do you say his name?
Isaac, yeah, I'm not
Okay.
screwing it up. No. Isaac, we appreciate you, man. You set the record. So if anybody likes us that much, the $50 super chat is the record. Um,
And
but yeah,
$150 in one show. So if
so
anyone wants to go
yeah,
ahead and top that,
he's
our boy, as Q called him last night in his drunken stupor, Isaac.
yeah. Sounds more biblical.
Bro, it was seriously like that episode of Key and Peele last night. You were out here like Aaron. That double A was throwing you off. This man said
Oh
Isaiah.
man, in a blender. I do get bad with names and words when I drink. That is true. Also, too, I asked him last night. Okay, obviously, the drunk show was a lot of fun, casual. So I asked Ron and Mike and the gang, would y'all like to see a casual drinking show where we drink and just talk ball every maybe month, 2 months? Let me know your feedback on that because I think it would be a good idea. I think it should be fun to kick it, hang out. We'll find a day during the week, late in the week, where happy hours come up and things like that, and chill out with y'all. So let
I
me
mean,
know
a
if you
lot.
like that.
We have a lot of new people around here these days, and they may not have been around for the origins of BDMG in the best damn space and don't remember Tito's Cam
Tito's,
rants.
yeah.
And I mean, when I talk about legendary on the microphone, I fucking put your best sports commentator, rapper, whoever the fuck you want in front of a microphone, and Cam is watching them. Stephen A. Smith, I don't give
Yeah.
your favorite fucking battle rapper. Cam and a bottle of Tito's is undefeated on the microphone. So if we bring Tito's Cam back onto a fucking platform near you, I mean, everybody's gonna be quitting their job. We might be giving away the double R's at the fucking Thanksgiving party. We might not even wait till the Christmas party.
Oh man, no, I think we're getting some yes. Sue says yes. Charles says yes. Wayne, you're right. I don't want to drink that much. I would probably go a mixed drink for a drug show. We're not gonna do shots. We'll do some mixed drinks and get our way there a little more casually. So yeah, but let me know. I think it'd be a cool idea. But getting back to the football, yeah, I just think it's gonna be a blitzkrieg early. We got some score predictions, so let me read those off right now, and let's see where everybody is at. So, sorry, Wayne had the first one, 38-14 Buckeyes. Charles Green, 44-3. Hey, I am all on board for that. GOJ gave his halves. He said 24-3 at half, 49-10 for the final. Frank, 38-6. Devin Jackson says 45-17. I will be okay with the 45. I will hope to keep that 17 to like 10. I think that's a lot, but you never know. No, still not a bad score. Sue says 56-24. I think they lets the quarterbacks rip it. I would love to see it. I will sacrifice points to actually let the quarterbacks not be Dean Smith and actually go out there and throw the ball. Dylan says 52-10. I'm on board with that. I think we score 56, so we're close. And JW has 156 to see. Talk about me. Look at these scoring 56-6. I'm on board. Let's ride. Travis says 48-13. Travis, who also gave the first super chat on the channel. Didn't forget. Appreciate you. And I think that Rick Brick. Is that your real name? That would be tough. That's your real name. I'm not gonna hold you. You should play middle linebacker. 45-24 Buckeyes, of course. And Ben Higgins, 45-10 Bucks. Let's roll.
And we got a lot of candidates for an eyebrow loss here.
We just got
plenty of options here. And if you think about it, the more predictions we get, the more people watching the show, the more likely we are to shave an eyebrow.
Yeah, okay. We'll have Ron buy another one of those hats that he has on his head and mail it out with all that super chat money my liver earned yesterday. We'll go with that. Oh man,
I'm saying you're gonna need a hat like this. We're both gonna be the red hat crew when you have to cover your eyebrows.
Oh man, so we got two more questions. Here we go. Ron, answer this: do the Buckeyes name a new starter by next weekend?
I don't know about the Buckeyes, but your boy Ron James will be on Bleacher Report immediately after the game, ready to name a starter. Like I need 3/4 evaluation. Hall of Fame Twitter coach. I'll have my gold jacket on Saturday, and I'm gonna name a fucking starter. So if Ryan Day's not ready to, Ron James will be ready to. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And GOJ, I see you said love your liver, people. I don't drink, but when I drink, I drink. So I don't don't grab a beer, nothing like that. So my liver is in good shape. I save it for moments like last night. So
this nigga Q said, I drink irresponsibly. If I'm gonna put liquor to my lips, I'm blacking out. I don't do casual drinking. There's nothing casual about my drinking.
No casual drink. When I drink, I drink. It is what it is. Okay. I do not think we name a starter. Even though Ron will name one, I think it's going to be a few weeks.
Wait, we got to pause here. This man's real name is Ricky Bricky. He sounds like a Brooklyn drill rapper, bro. Do you rap? Like, I got to get this man in touch with a producer, because if we get him a ghostwriter, I think we getting bro a deal off his name alone. Ricky Bricky, bro.
Bro, yeah.
Tell me that don't sound like the head of the gang in Brooklyn. Like, I think we got the next Pop Smoke on our hands right here.
You might have to do some commercials for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We might need to get Ricky Bricky on the fucking instrumental on the intro.
Oh man,
that is a great name. That's a Hall of Fame name right
there.
So we do have two more questions, Q. Or no, we do. Do the Buckeyes name a starter? Ron's naming the starter.
I don't think we name one by next week. I don't think we're gonna get one until the Notre Dame game. So I think it's gonna be 3 weeks before we get a real
3 weeks
starter.
Before we get an official starter.
Yeah, that's where I would go.
That leaves us with one more question: MVP of the game. This is an easy
Yeah,
one for me.
I'll throw it to the chat. Who you think's gonna be MVP of the game tomorrow? Who's gonna perform? Ron, you say you had an easy one, so you go first while I think about
Tommy
who's
fucking Eichenberg, bro. We
gonna.
have a Heisman candidate at linebacker out there, and we're playing a low level bottom feeder Big Ten team. I think Tommy Eichenberg's going to be fucking rattling skulls tomorrow inside their helmets. Like, Tommy's going to be out there predicting plays. I don't think that their offense is going to be able to confuse Tommy too much. I think he's going to captain that defense to a big game. Like, I mean, I my score prediction was we only give up 13, so I mean 2 field goals and a touchdown, and I think the touchdown probably comes late. I'm excited. I think Tommy captains our defense to a big game tomorrow.
I'm gonna go offense, defense to make it more fun. So think about your offense one. And chat again. Give me yours. Offense, and I wouldn't really call it the MVP because I think we're just gonna cook. But I think Carnell Tate will be the guy people are talking about coming out of the game tomorrow. I think he's gonna be Carnell Tate. I think he's gonna make some plays. I think he'll be the guy we're talking about offensively after the game tomorrow. Defensively,
You want to say it. You
mm,
you ran through every player on the team, and he was like, "Yeah, Tommy was a good pick."
nah, that's not. That's not what I was gonna say.
I seen you thinking
Um,
about it.
I it's just it's so many guys. There's so many guys I'm excited to play. I think the guy we're gonna walk out. I think it'll just be Igbinosun, man. I'm gonna go solid Igbinosun. I think he'll be the guy we're talking about. Like, wow, that was a great pickup in the offseason. My other, if it was not him, I would say Kenyatta Jackson. So it would probably one of those two. I think it will make names for themselves tomorrow. But I think Igbinosun will be solid. He'll be a guy that we like forgot he played because it was just nothing going on that side. And I was like, wait, did Igbinosun get tested? So big prediction for him. Cardinal Tate on offense. That's my two. Go ahead, Ron.
So, I mean, you guys think I'm joking. I've said this on multiple episodes. We're sending 2 people to New York. We're sending Travion Henderson and Tommy Eichenberg. I think Trey's going to have a big day tomorrow. I know it's going to be all about the quarterbacks, but this dude sounds like a man on a mission right now. He seems healthy. He seems confident. And I feel like he feels like he has something to prove. And I think he's going to go out there and do that week in and week out. And I think tomorrow will be the start of it. So, when we gave the score predictions, I said I think we have 2 rushing touchdowns. I think Trey has both of them. If either one of the quarterbacks struggle early, I feel like they're going to lean on the running back, and it's going to turn into the Trey show. And people are going to remember why he was the number 1 back in his class. He's probably unless there's someone that didn't make it out to the league, I would imagine he's the highest rated back in all of college football as far as coming in from a recruiting ranking. So I expect Trey to really live up to the guy that everyone expected him to be, having a healthy year. And I think he's going to start that tomorrow.
Yeah, and let me go to the chat. I seen Sue early with the Marvin Harrison Jr. Did not forget he was on the team. I just don't. I only think he's going to play like maybe a quarter and a half. And they're going to get him up out of there because
I feel
why?
like they're going to have him in bubble wrap early this season.
Yeah, just why risk it if it is the blowout we think it is. So I think it's going to be. So we got Marvin Harrison Jr. GOJ agrees with you. Tommy on defense and the O line as a unit on offense. Tommy D. Good lord. Charles Green. It came out so smooth too. Like that's his real name.
Pause.
Igbinosun is what Charles Green says. Let me see. We got other ones in here. There we go. Posh is with Sue, Marvin Harrison Jr. Charles Green also says Trey. My guy Easy says Trey. We got any more? And Posh is McCord, maybe. Hey man, go get that starting job. Go get it. So yeah, that's all prayer predictions. I think that's all we have for the most part.
Yeah, we got a couple questions here that I starred for the end of the show. Shout out to Ball Game who asked for score predictions. We obviously answered that one already, but we did put that to the side for you. So shout out to you for dropping that in there. And then our guy Wayne, over under number of players on injured list before the game.
That's a great question because we be having no clue.
Scholarship players. We're counting scholarship players. I'm guessing
Let's go 4.5 is the line. Are we going over or under?
Scholarship players injured on Saturday.
On the unavailable list.
You're gonna have Court Williams on there for sure.
Hold on.
I think you're going to have one guy on the defensive line. I feel like you're going to hear about at least one in the secondary that's banged up that we don't know about, and one on offense that we don't know about. So what's that? 4?
It's about 4.
So I'd put the line at 4.5 and take the under as far as scholarship players. Yeah, I'm gonna go with under.
The line is at 4.5 scholarship players. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna probably say it's probably going to be like 5 or 6 because there always is. It is inevitable. Nobody gets hurt and they still make the unavailable list. So I would go over because somehow, some way, they just find a way to get on that list. It's like
COVID protocols.
Yeah, it's like they're raffling off like
what
lottery.
Year is it?
Like, find ways to make this COVID. Oh man. But yeah, man. And Charles says over, Sue says over. So I think at least be probably 5 or 6. But yeah, I think that's everything we got. So Ron, plug the weekend. What we got going on?
We have a new show launching tomorrow. Your boy got to get on the graphics because I have not started that. But yes, we have a new show launching tomorrow. We are going to be doing a college football pregame show from 10 in the morning till 11:30, taking you right up to that noon kickoff. I don't know if you guys were around for us in the spaces last year, but I used to run a college football pregame space every Saturday morning. So we are bringing that to the YouTube channel. Me and Q will be here. We'll be joined with special guests. Haven't locked all of those in, but we definitely will have some surprises there on that show. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to get your day started for the college football. I have my post-game immediate reaction on Bleacher Report right after the game, so make sure you have that app downloaded and tune into that. And then the whole gang gets together on Sunday for Buckeye BS at 10 a.m. with our guys Mike and Cam. Q, tell the people where they can find you.
Well, if you somehow missed yesterday, we did say the program with Big Chris Drew came in, putting a solid performance per usual, fun show. So make sure you check that out if you missed it. Yeah, if you want to find me, man, City Boy Quentin on Twitter. I ain't hard to find. There's a tweet last night that may not make sense, so my bad on that one. Flying It Johnson on Instagram. I talk movies. I know Equalizer comes out this weekend, so minor league films on both TikTok and YouTube. And I'm here
That's so weekend. Cute that you think that you're going to get to watch movies during this college football weekend.
I got to figure out what I'm going to watch.
That's adorable. It's not happening. So everybody else is going to be just like Q, not watching movies because there's college football tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to see you in various places. If you did not see State of the Program, make sure you tap in. If you did watch it, share it with a friend and show everybody how much of a lightweight the boy Q is. He was silly 28 minutes in, drinking shots of Rumple Mints.
Y'all realize by that time I was probably like 9 shots in already, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh man,
I don't want to hear it.
The season is here. The Buckeyes play football tomorrow. I hope to see you here for the college football pregame show and here every week, Monday through Friday, for the Buckeye Roast at 8 a.m. We appreciate you, morning game. Your boy Ron is off work. Your boy Q doesn't work, so it is the weekend for us. Go. Is that not true?
I'm in a job transition. That's different. Yeah, this is my living. Just come in here. I just do podcasts and live in this nice house. It's just what I do.
Oh man. Full-time podcaster. Q's the only full-time employee at BDMG.
Oh my goodness. I wish I could do it for a living. This would be cool.
Rolls Royce coming soon. Don't you worry.
We ain't made it there yet.
Happy Friday, everybody. Have a nice weekend. Appreciate you guys pulling up for the Buckeye Roast.
Like the video.
Like that video.